Fairview's coffee has mysteriously gone missing. Mayhem ensues when strange, coffee-craving zombies plague the city. Detective Mickey Potatoes, an overworked public servant, uncovers why ordinary citizens are losing their minds and how to stop the coffee apocalypse. But it involves the mafia. And when you're dealing with mafia crime families, nothing is ever easy. The mafia controls everything in the city, including the police, including him. If he breaks the mafia, they will break him. So, the city is without coffee. The city is burning before his very eyes, but he's powerless. Detective Potatoes has the power to stop the coffee apocalypse, but if he does, he could lose everything.
I like these calm little moments before the storm.
Money comes big, yeah. It's not small, no.
Kiss my entire.
Oh, my darling, knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me.
Your coffee, sir.
Thanks, beautiful.
You're welcome.
This is a man's world.
Wow! Head down, no nonsense boogie is what I'm talking about. What's going on, everybody? Good to see our early arrivals populating the chat. We got Abo Grizz hanging out here. We got Devil's Air hanging out. Wooksy Woody hanging out. Pops is here with us, even though he's sick. Wait, where'd he go? There he is. Wham! And good morning to you too, my friend. Cynical Bleed is here. Don't want to be late for the latte. I'm glad to see you guys. And we've got a good show today. Now, we've been trying since before Thanksgiving to have Luke come out. Luke was supposed to come on the show and we missed each other. And I threw him an invite last night and said, Luke, did you want to come out on the show today? Haven't heard back from him. But if he does show up, we will absolutely bring him on because, as you know, Luke Stone is the operator and co-owner of Fund My Comic, and we are 100% on board with Fund My Comic here. And so we're going to support him any way we can. Now, before we go any further, though, I got to bring out my co-host here because I can't do this alone.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Shumway, nice to meet you. Interested in a new Buick?
Nonsense. I've not yet begun to defile myself.
I'll make you famous.
Interested in a new Buick?
What's going on, brother?
Nothing much. How are you, my friend?
I'm good. I'm still having this lag issue, so I look like Max Headroom when I'm streaming. Do I look glitchy?
No, not on my end.
Okay, on my end I do, and it bothers me because in real life I'm a little glitchy. So, I didn't want that to come across on a live stream.
Fair enough.
Roads where we're going, we don't need roads.
Damn straight.
Darn right. Where we're going with this stream, we don't need roads. So Tanner and I were talking backstage, and I've got a little bit of a spicy take on a topic here that I want to throw out. And that was this. When even CNN is reporting and MSNBC are reporting that Joe Biden is pretty much unelectable, please God, get somebody else. I fell down a rabbit hole, as one does. You look up how to replace the alternator on a whatever, and 2 hours later, you're looking at FEMA death camps run by Bigfoot and Elvis, and you don't know how you got there. But I was looking up some stuff, and I stumbled across. You guys may or may not be familiar with the Young Turks. Pretty hardcore left-wing socialist scree site here on YouTube. Frequently wrong about everything, but they had a video up that pretty much said Joe Biden is unelectable. And I thought, well, hell, I'll get a little take, Tanner, on what the opposition's thoughts are on this matter. And they were spot on with, he's a bumbling idiot. Nobody respects him. The economy's in the toilet, all this, that, and the other. And I'm like, holy cow, the Young Turks are... Then I made a mistake, Tanner.
Uh-oh.
I went into the chat. I went into their chat, I should say.
Bum, bum.
And, and almost every other comment on there was some obviously young person saying they would not support Joe Biden because he's in favor of genocide. And they're referring to the Israel-Palestine conflict and the fact that Joe Biden or his handlers have said we support Israel. Because these young libtards actually believe the propaganda of Hamas, that Israel, who allows these squatters to live with full rights in their land, have representation in their parliament, holds free elections, and gave them part of their house, are somehow being oppressed when they are calling for this quote, you've heard it, from the river to the sea, meaning let's exterminate all the Jews.
Yeah. And, I think I've heard that once before. 1942. You know? Uh-oh.
Now,
Am I getting too controversial here?
It's bothersome to me, first of all, that those idiots over there do that stuff and the horrific attack that they perpetrated on civilians.
Children.
And then the fact that the left digs in on being apologists for the terrorist organization Hamas, which is what they are. They are a terrorist organization. They dig in and defend those, but it's the young people who swallow this bullshit without putting the smallest bit of research into what's actually going on. You know, there was a meme, boys and girls, on one of their websites of an old Palestinian woman that said, "I am older than your country." Well, seeing as how Israel existed as a country 3,000 years ago, I'm going to say, no, Scooter, you're not older than Israel. It's been their land for 3,000 years. You, ladies and gentlemen, leave your home for a while, whether you were forced out by some circumstances or you just chose to go somewhere. You come back and there's squatters in your house and they say, no, this is my house. No, you didn't build it. You don't have the deed to it. It's not yours. But you are a loving, magnanimous kind of people. So you say, hey, you can have those 3 bedrooms in that side of the house. And they go, thank you very much. And now we're going to try to kill you every time you go to your kitchen because we want your whole house. Shit don't work that way, boys and girls. Just saying. Now, typically, this is because people get their news from MSNBC or worse, TikTok. It's not a thing. And it bothers me, Tanner. It bothers me. Not that, excuse me, not that they're wrong, but that they're dumb on purpose. Okay. The information is there, but you choose not to see it. So to them, I simply say this.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. No, Will Robinson. Danger.
You're wrong, and you're a grotesquely ugly freak.
You need to shut the fuck up.
That may be how I feel about it. Just say.
Oh, yes.
You're wrong, so sit there in your wrongness and be wrong. And thank God you're not running things. Jesus Christ. The scary part is some of those idiots will grow up and run for office and be the next Rashida Tlaib or AOC.
Yeah, maybe.
Frightening.
You know, we've talked multiple times about the pendulum swinging back the other way.
Yes.
And, you know, I think, you know, at some point, you know, the Generation X is going to have their due. You know, that's an inevitability. When that happens, it's going to be a little while before the millennials get their shake, so to speak. I
blame our generation, Tanner, for all this because we stopped whipping children. Okay, I'm just saying. Back when you got your ass beat for being stupid, there was a lot less stupid. There was still stupid, but there was less of it, and we certainly didn't celebrate it.
Now, see, I never stopped. I remember, you know, early on, I've spanked my kids. You know, I used the belt, but I remember talking to my dad, who was a firm supporter of the belt growing up. You know, and you know, I guess I threatened one of my kids, and maybe this is just a part of getting older and whatnot, and introspective and stuff like that. But we're at a mall when I was living in Kansas, at Fort Riley. And, you know, the kids are acting up a little bit. And he said, hey, you know, if you keep it up, you're going to get the belt, you know? So they stopped. My dad looks at me and he's like, Don't you think that was a little harsh? And I was like, Dad, that was no different than what you would. And not only, I was like, for me, 9 times out of 10, it's a threat because they stop right then and there. However, I was like, in my generation, I was like, Dad, you know damn well it was never a threat. You know, you went.
My grandmother, who was all of 3'7", she was a living hobbit. He got after me one day for fussing at one of my sons. I don't remember which one it was, but he was showing his ass, and I fussed at him. I said, "You're going to settle down, or we're going to take a trip outside." She got that little old crooked finger going. "Don't you talk to that child." I said, I shook my finger back at her. I said, "You are the woman that switched me every other day of my life when I was a child. I don't want to hear it from you, you hobbit."
Well, yeah, it's funny.
And then she switched me, Tanner.
My dad was like, well, maybe I shouldn't have done that. And I looked at my dad like he was crazy. And I was like, Dad, I wouldn't be the person I am today if you hadn't done that.
Exactly right. Were there some unjust whoopings when I was a child? Yes. There were times when I was innocent, but I still had a total whooping. But in fairness to my parents, I earned 99% of them.
Yeah, for the most part.
I earned them. All right.
The other 10%, 5 to 10%, is human error. But
yeah, you got to allow for that. You got to allow. The unjustness of it all as you're being whooped. Oh, the humanity.
Oh.
Where's the UN? Why is no one protecting me from this unjust whooping? I want to appeal my case to a higher court. Where's Grandma? Grandma was switching your ass. That's where she was. So, yeah, I'm just saying something went horribly wrong, and it continues to persist. There is a virus in our society, and it's called wokeness, the woke mind virus. It's a disease, and fortunately, there is a cure. The cure is called truth, and it's called rational,
right,
inductive reasoning. We just need to use it a little more.
God, I was talking to someone the other day, and they basically suggested that common sense needs to come back, and I was just so taken back by the rational thought that I was like dumbfounded for a minute there. I was like, it's so simple. It's mind blowing.
I was debating a leftist. Let me back up. That's unkind, and I shouldn't say that. A friend of mine who is my age, who is socially conservative for the most part, but happens to be he votes Democrat, put it that way. But we were debating, and I shared a clip. He'll make these statements, and I go, Jesus Christ, man, I've debunked this shit 1,000 times, but here we go again. And I start posting stats and facts, and then, I just chew him up. And one of them were facts stated by Victor Davis Hanson, who is one of the greatest living classicist and historians in the world. But because Victor Davis Hanson occasionally appears and provides commentary on Fox News, he was like, "Oh, I can't listen to anything he says. It's Fox News." I said, "Well, why don't you watch it and tell me exactly what he gets wrong? Point out to me one lie, one mistruth, anywhere in what he has to say." So we were going back and forth. Now, hear this, Tanner. I said, "You know what? His name's Tim. Tim is a friend. All right, let me say this. He's a friend of mine." I said, "Tim, how would you like to come on my show and debate me live?" I said, I think that would be cool. I said, "You better be sure, because I'm going to kick your ass, and it's going to be very public."
Public and permanent. This is the internet.
I will not take it down. So we'll see if that happens. But in the meantime, Tanner, the time flies so quick. We've already reached a point here.
Oh, man.
We've got to. So, for those of you who don't know, my co-host recently celebrated his birthday. So, happy birthday, Tanner!
Thank you, thank you. Oh, my cake was moist. I'm telling you, it was super moist.
You sexy beast. But we can never allow the man to not get his say. And believe me, no one can wish you a better happy birthday than me. So happy birthday, Tanner Early. And back in the day when Tanner and I were younger, we didn't wear helmets. You just lay there unconscious till someone came to get you for dinner.
Oh, there's some truth to that. There's a lot of truth to that, really.
There are stories. And then this one may as well have been a photo of me and my buddies. Mothers used to warn their kids to straighten up or they'd end up like me. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Most extreme political group in recent American history. You know, free speech, support the police, parents' rights, civil choice, secure our borders, lower taxes, and we're the bad guys. Don't ever forget it. Don't ever forget it. Let's see what the chat's saying here. Let me see. Are you sharing the one I made to promote Triple? I don't know which one that is. You'll have to remind me. Abba Grizz. Oh, well, here we go. Jim O'Reilly. Happy birthday and glad you enjoyed your moist cake. We're not done, boys and girls. The meme review rolls on. Your GPS is wrong. Turn around. Because why?
Oh man. I'm telling you, I saw a picture of a freaking kangaroo in the water. I guess it was trying to drown someone's dog. But man, that thing looked buff as hell. And I was like, who would want to fuck with the kangaroo? I'm telling you.
Have you seen the one the guy fist fights over his dog?
I think that was the one. I think it might have been the one that I was seeing.
Yeah, and then the kangaroo follows him home and is tapping on his sliding glass door like, hey, come on out here. Come on. Calling him out. I'll have to load those up at some point. If only I had the thing. But Tanner, there's certain groups that they live up to their stereotypes. Scientists invented a bracelet that gives a shock when the user uses curse words. Marines. That should say sailors.
That one.
It really should say sailors because when you're sworn in as a sailor, the oath is, do you fucking promise that you're gonna motherfucking do this? And the response is not I do, it's fuck yeah. But then there's another group. We both belong to this one. Finish your project or start a new one. Artist. Did you just take both pills?
Facts.
Pixar's got a new one coming out.
I've seen a few of these recently, and they highly entertain me.
I love this. I love it. And this one, of course, is just someone hands you their baby. You go, no thanks, I'm a vegetarian. I'm sorry, I just found that disturbingly funny.
Oh. It does exist.
I need it on the bottom right there. Coffee for when brain no have wake up good for think to do. I cannot brain today. I has the dumb. Bam. Thanksgiving and Christmas need to slow down. I only got like $7. Just saying. And we have four birthdays between Thanksgiving and Christmas here in the fam. So yeah, this is the time of year that I like to call Brokeville.
AKA gotcha bitch.
Yeah, gotcha bitch. I don't know how this one got in here. This is too cute. Let's revert back to our childhood, Tanner. Here we go.
Oh yeah. So true.
And this one is true. The last day of 2023 will be 1-2-3-1-2-3. 12/31/23. Let that hang there for a minute. I think forget Y2K. That's when the world's going to end.
Yeah, seriously.
We already had that one.
We got to repeat.
But Mike Barron posted this one late last night, and I found it this morning. And it's just so the spot is for the handicapped only. Eating bugs will change the weather. Sorry for having bothered you. Have a nice day.
I'll tell you what. I actually got pulled over the other day, and and man, you want to talk about having the dumbs. So for the life of me, I couldn't think of why he was pulling me over. And he comes up to the window and I said, he's like, you know why I pulled you over? And I looked at him, I dead in the eye. I was like, no, sir, I actually have no idea. And he's like, because you grabbed your phone. I was like, I grabbed my phone? I didn't even remember doing it, I was on my way to pick up my kid. So normally I keep my phone right there in the cup holder, right there in the center column. And I was like, well, I do remember looking at it. I don't remember grabbing it. And I was so confused because I was like, you've got to be kidding me. And he's like, are you saying that you didn't? And I'm like, oh. So then all the military gobbledygook, PTSD stuff started happening. And I'm like, well, I'm not saying that I didn't do it, but I don't remember doing it. And I'm telling you, now I do have disabled vet plates and everything too.
Right.
So he's like, license and registration. So I hand that to him. He goes back and, after a few minutes of, probably checking my background and everything, he comes back and he's like, and this is a state trooper, and state troopers don't give a fuck. I was like, I knew I was ready. I was ready to take that ticket. I was like, yep, it's coming to me. And he looked at me and he said something around the lines of, well, I don't get paid more whether you get a ticket or not. He's like, maybe you did it, maybe you didn't, maybe I saw it, maybe I did. He's like, he goes, you're a disabled vet. Thank you for your service. And I was like, that's it.
Happy birthday to Tanner.
All because I had a Riri moment.
Well, you know what? That is a miracle because there is a saying. I mean, GSP, Georgia State Patrol, God's special people.
Yeah.
They pull over police cars and sheriff's department vehicles. Right?
Yeah.
They will pull them the fuck over. If GSP pulls you over, you're getting the ticket.
You're getting the ticket. Yeah.
So, good on you, Tanner.
So I had me a Christmas miracle. And
yeah. Justin says, I'll never forget one time I was pulled over, and when the cop came to the window, he said, pulled you over because you weren't wearing your seatbelt. All I did was look down at my shoulder belt. There you go. Oh, wait. I said, you mean this one? There it is. Chat's jumping hard for me to keep up. Yeah. Okay, that's not at all how you spell my name, but I mean it's right.
It's right there.
It's right there.
There we go. Got it.
What's up, Max? Good to see you.
What's going on, Max?
We're going to throw the link out in just a little bit here. This is, by the way, I had someone ask me, how long do you go on a show? And I said, that long.
Hey, that's a good gauge of time, actually.
When I'm out of these, Show's over, bitches.
Show's over.
So this has been another exciting episode of and Christopher A. Blalock on Facebook is exactly how you reach me. Hey, Shadowhawk.
Hey,
Good to see you, my
Shadowhawk.
friend.
How are you?
Glad to have you with us, as always. So, 27 degrees this morning, Tanner.
Yes, it was.
Here in the deep south. Piss off. Where's the global warming they keep yapping about? I'm ready. I want it to be the Caribbean here all the time.
You know, they keep saying that, the poles are going to shift or something, and like Michigan will be tropical and this place will be, a frozen wasteland. And
oh, well, that would be fun.
I don't think it's going to happen,
Of course not. None. Let me hold on. Carry the one, about a zero, checks notes. None of their predictions about the climate have ever come true. Ever.
That's actually, I got that one from my dad, who was like, yeah, they keep saying that, it's gonna change. And he's like, Michigan will be like Florida, the new Florida. And I was like, that's great, Dad.
I wouldn't purchase beachfront property in Michigan right now as a hedge against that eventuality. But you do you. So it is time. It goes by so fast on the show.
It does.
It's that time, Tanner.
Greetings and salutations. I'm Tanner Hurley with another great moments in comic history. And today we have an artist who is often imitated but never duplicated. We have the one, the only Art Adams. Okay, so Art Adams came on the scene in 1985 doing a little mini series called Long Shot, also inked by Willis Portacio, one of the Image founders. But that's just a little side note. Okay, so he came out of nowhere with this amazing style that, like I said, has often been imitated, but never duplicated. In the 90s, he paired up with Dark Horse Comics and their Legend line to create the iconic Monkey Man and O'Brien, first shown here in DHP, Dark Horse Presents. Also in the 80s, he contributed to these awesome Appleseed manga covers, as well as the which he won a not an Inkpot award, but he ended up winning an award for Gumby. Maybe it wasn't Inkpot, I'm not sure, but
nice.
But look at these, straight pen and ink and marker. These classic covers here.
Can draw, okay? He can draw. Now, we were talking about Tanner. Something we're going to do maybe next week. I should say Tanner's going to do.
Oh, yes.
And chat, I need your feedback. Reach out to me through my PMs or to Tanner through his PMs. The best babe artists in comics. Now, so far, we've got Adam Hughes there. And who else did we come up with? Art Adams.
Oh, yeah. Art Adams, definitely.
Art Adams. Adam Hughes. Mike Grell.
I mean, we start talking about Mike Grell. I mean, you start getting into like the legends, man. I mean, there's tons.
Yep. But
Um,
you guys let us know, who do you think were the best babe artists in comics? Hello, Billy Power Max.
You know, if you're not familiar with Mark Beecham, he's probably one of the all-time greatest sexy character artists. He's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of them. And, I mean, let's face it, until the modern era when they started drawing Captain Marvel to look like some frumpy girl that you would not even give a ride home from high school. Not even if you were desperate, as you know.
You look at Marvel art. Now you got me started. Oh my God, Marvel art. Oh, modern females in Marvel art. I mean, it makes me think of Gabriel Iglesias. Damn,
it happens. Currently the trend
Howard
right
Chaykin. Yeah, that's a good one.
How dare you show sexy women? Women, you're making them sexy. How dare you? Yeah, J. Scott Campbell definitely.
Who was influenced by Art Adams?
Of course, Frazetta. I mean, come on,
But yeah,
what was the chick's name? And Max is going to know this in the chat. What was the chick's name that was in Fire and Ice by Frazetta? Princess, whatever her name was.
Like Tigra.
That was it. I mean, yeah, Howard Chaykin, says Captain Finity. Tigra had a hot body, but let's just face it, she just dumb radiated off her face. Hi, I'm Tigra and I'm ignorant. Just saying. Whoever that model was, bless her heart. Because, they rotoscoped that, but, some of it was rotoscoped over some of.
I beat you to it, Max. Surprisingly.
He just can't type fast. He's as old as I am. Almost as old as I am. He can't keep up. So yeah, there's artists who are great at team books. I give you George Perez.
George Perez,
I give you John Byrne. Those guys are the goats of team books. Then you've got people who just do great monsters. I'm thinking Simon Bisley. The horror stuff. But there are babe artists who just kill it when they draw females, and that's what we're going to be looking at next week.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you forget it, Tanner.
Oh, yeah, right.
I'm on a delay. Yes, me too, Max. My whole life is on delay. I think I've actually been dead for about a year. My body just hasn't caught up to it yet.
No mulligans. I'm still taking this win.
Well said, sir. This has been another installment of
Oh man, Max just mentioned John Steinsman. I'm telling you, that dude is like a fine wine. I loved his stuff back in the 90s when he was doing Vengeland. But oh my God, like his newer stuff. Whereas some artists, I'll just say it, like some of these image guys, like they have lost some talent. Like John Steinsman and probably Dan Panosian have just gotten
good call,
amazingly great at art.
So we've reached that point in the show. I'm gonna play a little commercial here for some friends of ours while you guys go and refresh your beverage.
Man, we've really gotten to that point. Jeez.
We've been going almost 40 minutes now.
Whew.
It goes by so fast. We'll be right back. Right back, boys and girls. So at the beginning of that trailer, Max, where it says Reed/Devill, I read that in my head as I was running to go get coffee as Red Devil. Did you do that on purpose? You're going to take credit for it even if you didn't, aren't you? So it's that time of the show where we open this thing up.
We open the floodgates wide.
To our lovable chat. So if I know you, you can come in. If I don't know you, fat chance. I'll tell you about the troll we had a few months ago.
Which one
Do you
was
remember? I don't know if it was on this show or another Madness show that I was co-hosting.
Oh man!
But we dropped the link, and this guy came in whacking his pecker and screaming the N-word at the top of his lungs.
What?
It was like, thank you for demonstrating to me why you should always wear a condom.
Woo.
Welcome, Max.
What's up?
What's going on?
What's going on? Wait, I forgot. I'm sorry.
I'm 56 years old. Damn! I'm sorry.
All right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
I like the disco at the end.
I know, right?
It makes a great contrast with the stories.
Yep.
The thing is, though, I'll tell you this. Max guards his images. You're not going to go on his website and download any kind of high-res shit. I had to work my ass off just to get those.
I'll do what I can.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do, you know?
Yes,
Carrie, I did make it back in time. I made it back in time, but then I didn't. I realized that my cam wasn't on, so I turned it on. So
Max, how are you, my friend?
I'm good. Just got my new chair in the mail today. Put it together.
I see that. Nice.
Nice. Is it comfy?
It is. It's got like this, like the little back pillow thing here. It's got like a little vibrating thing for massaging your back and stuff like that. So,
Snap.
A little vibration for Max. Confirm.
Exactly. I'm feeling good about myself.
I'm really enjoying the new chair. I gotta take. Look, Max. I gotta take Human Hunters out of the rotation here. I didn't realize that you had closed out on that one.
Yep. Campaign's over with.
We need
when's your next one?
It'll be in January. It'll be Mary Machine Gun Dark America.
Oh, yeah. I am looking forward to that one.
Max, what I need from you is just a blanket all-purpose Atrocity Press trailer.
Okay.
30 seconds.
All right.
Just highlighting your books, your properties, your IPs, whatever you want to call it.
Cool. I can put that together.
Max makes fantastic trailers.
Before I knew, Max, as we know him today and everything, I knew Ninja Bimbos versus
Zombies from Deep Space.
Zombies from Deep Space. And oh my gosh, I remember seeing that and I was like, who the fuck created this? What a goddamn genius. I was like, I didn't even know I needed this in my life.
It's pretty genius, no doubt. No doubt.
That was created in a intoxicated evening of hanging out with my friends, and we were coming up with the cheesiest B movie titles we could come up with. And mine was actually Teenage Ninja Bimbos versus Zombies from Deep Space is what the original title was. And then we decided that we needed to take the teenage out and make it 21. Because they were all going to be 18 to start with, but just to skip over all that this is lolly stuff or something, we just go ahead and do they're all 21.
All right, we got someone else on the back here. Devil's Air is in the back. Devil, turn your camera on for just a second. Show me who you are before I bring you out. There we go. All right. And, you can leave your camera on because we're all about, being right up front.
Visual.
So.
This guy boring you? Why don't you talk to me instead? I'm from a different planet.
What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on?
Good. So, made a few memes for Dre today. So
yeah. No, Devil's Air is a meme lord.
Yeah. Our Snow coined me. So
yeah, he found the community, and he was like, "I've got to get on somewhere." So Pop said, "Hey, go over to Doc's show."
Yeah,
because he don't give a fuck.
Not gonna let anybody on that show.
Hey, I got some old comics from the 80s I bought from a secondhand store. So
nice.
At least you're not beating your dick and screaming the N-word.
No, I don't have that pass. I can't. Like, have you seen me now? Like, wait, just.
So, you said you bought a stack of 80s comics. How many did you get?
I got 6.
Okay. All right. Cool.
What did you get? Now I'm curious.
I can get them if you just give me a second.
Sure.
Go right ahead, sir. It's content.
I'll be back with just.
Yep, take your time. No rush at all. It's not like it's a live show or anything. Oh, Woody.
There you go.
Yes, this is the first appearance of Devil's Air.
Yeah, I've been on the Lord Otter's debut stream also on YouTube when he got his book out. So, but this is the first time here. So.
Okay. Well, this is the only show that matters.
So I got this one. I'm halfway through.
Operati Jonas.
Operation Jonas. Yeah, it's in Dutch, but
yeah, so good.
So halfway through. I also
those are magazine sized.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Very cool.
Very
secondhand
nice.
stores, you can find a lot there. Like.
Sure.
I also got.
Yeah.
Very cool. That's something Stephen B would want to see.
I know, right
now.
And I just thought, you know what? There's a stack of it, and I don't know where the volumes begin. So
look at that, man. Stephen B, where are you?
Yeah, where are you? This is right up your alley.
Yeah.
I just thought if I don't have many comic shops here that already have the Iron Age stuff, so why not go to secondhand stores and find there something? So
there you go. I always love finding that old obscure stuff like that. It's awesome.
I grabbed me an old book, Fantastic Four #5.
Wow!
Whoa. I haven't found any of those older DC and Marvel stuff yet.
Yeah,
yet
being the key word.
And exactly. It's a gift from my father because he is a Doctor Doom fanatic.
Oh, a villain fan.
And Fantastic Four #5 is the first appearance of Doctor Doom.
Okay.
Max, how much did that set you back? Like a mortgage payment?
Pretty much.
Wow.
But it's for my dad, so I'll hook him up.
And the thing is, if you give me a sec, I was reading this one last night because if I can get comics, I better read them before bed. And if I looked at the inside, this is a print. If I can find it, there you are. 81.
Nice.
Very cool. Now, is it written in English or Dutch?
Dutch.
Okay.
English finding here is a bit more difficult. Like I was at a pharmacy of sorts because I needed to pick up some other some other books that I've on display here.
Wait. Hold on, Devil's Air.
No, not a pharmacy, but I got it wrong. It's,
when you say a pharmacy of sorts, that has a different meaning here. Like Max.
Yeah, I know, but it's
a pharmacy of sorts.
It's the thing is, I've learned English in school, but I grew up like most people, thanks to movies, games, and such, American. So
So is it the apothecary?
The apothecary.
So
we used to when I was in Germany, that's how you found the pharmacy was the apothec.
Or the
yeah,
chemist,
but in that case, it's something different. But it's again, I'm just English second language, not the
right,
fluid with all the words. So
yeah, and no problem. We absolutely listen. We speak typo here. Okay, we're good. However, I will notice he said, first I learned English in school, but then there was kind of that American bullshit that, hey,
like
we got it right, they got it wrong, right, Carrie?
The American style.
Like when we started teaching little Iraqi kids all the bad words and everything, and then they were super fluent.
Yeah.
By the time we went back in like 2010, they're all like, "Yeah, fuck this and fuck that." And you got a cigarette? And I'm like, "Yeah, man, this 16-year-old kid is right on."
But
little 12-year-old kids be like, "Give me a fucking soccer ball."
Fight my shiny metal ass.
I also got there was an action going on one time. This is a few months ago now, where someone they were from the UK and they sent their first 100 comics out for free. So I thought to try and this.
Oh, nice,
sweet, very cool, very cool.
Is really the bakery paper. if you know Air July, you know what I mean. But the art style, like this is a one-man project. Like only for the cover he did something different, and you can fashion at least.
Well, that's cool. Is that an indie?
Yeah, I tried to get a lot of indie stuff, like
right on.
And also make comics, not excuses. Came with it.
We have another guest.
That's a good one. I can't argue with that.
We have another guest in the back here. And I'm pretty sure I've got an intro for this guy somewhere.
Won't you get in trouble if the boss shows up?
Oh, no, it's the boss here? Hey, wait, I'm the boss.
You ain't getting in my face.
Hey, Pops.
Hope you feel better, Pops.
I feel like shit. How do I sound?
I'm sorry. I am very
Not
sorry.
Good, actually.
Very sorry that you're under the weather, my friend.
You've been sick every week the last month, Pops. What's going on?
No, Isaac came home with some fucking serious head cold, and
kids will get you. Tis the season.
I kept him away and everything. And
it's the season to be sickly. Da, 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 da.
I did the best I could to stay away from him, and still ended up with this shit. So you're not going to get to see my lovely fucking face right now, but and the avatar tells how I feel. Okay.
I mean, I with my icon myself, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those aren't coffee shops. Those are dispensaries.
Right. Exactly.
They just sell coffee. Wash it down.
It's not really a coffee shop. It's a cafe.
Yeah, it's a lounge.
Cafe clash.
And because I've been to Amsterdam numerous times, because it was only a 6-hour train ride from where we were in Germany, and then like in Europe on the weekend.
Wait, Max, hold on.
Yep.
You're on active duty.
Yep.
And you get your Liberty card, and they say, "Where you going, Max?" And you say to Amsterdam.
You don't tell them you're going to Amsterdam.
You don't tell them you're going to Amsterdam.
You don't need to tell me.
You just go.
They weren't waiting with a piss cup for you when you got back.
That's the one that did the piss test.
I was the guy. Yeah, I was the piss test NCO. I was the UPL.
Oh, that's the way to do it too.
Oh, there's a great comic shop in Amsterdam, but it's Tommy's Comics, I believe it was. I've been once. That's where I bought this statue. So.
Oh, very cool, very cool, very cool. So I was, I just, I can't help it. I am a fine artist, guys. Yes, I do comic books, but I'm an impressionist painter. So I found a new artist to follow who's a watercolorist, and he lives in
watercolor.
Amsterdam.
That's one of the cool things about the Amsterdam is they got an awesome art college out there.
The Art Academy, yeah.
And they all just sit in the park painting and doing commissions and selling their paintings. All the students do, and I bought so much original art.
Yeah,
Woody,
but I'm going
Woody
to
remembers Woody remembers Amsterdam. That's how high he got when he was there.
I'm going to
Amsterdam, what's going on,
little
brother?
bit next week, because either he is working the hardest on his affect as an artist that I've ever seen, or he's the real deal. I'm talking about got an attic studio where he's got to crouch over and he's wearing the beat up, paint covered old coat with his hand in his pocket while he's painting, with a scarf around his neck and his long hair in his middle age. This guy is either the real deal, and he's a great artist, by the way, or he's working hard on that presentation.
He's cosplaying as an artist.
I know you're sitting here describing it. I'm like, is that William Stout, or what's he talking about here?
I popped in here for one reason, guys.
Also, Doc,
I'm
I
not
also
gonna
got
be hanging out. I just want to say what I came to say and then go lay back down.
Go ahead, Pops.
For those of you who know, one of my personal sponsors is Harbor Farms, and they, sell things that I need, right? Okay. I was in there the other day, and they have this coffee cup, and it is a coffee cup and a pipe.
Yeah, I've seen them.
And look, I have been doing this for almost 5 years, and I have never once asked anybody to give me anything but somebody buy me that fucking coffee cup.
Are you already straight?
Dude, it was badass. It was like you could take a drink, light it up, hit it, take a drink, light it up, hit it. It was like wake and bake. It was all contained in one little module. You don't need all these extra parts and pieces. It's all in one, It was genius.
All right, Pops. That's enough of that. Don't come out here groveling for some.
Yeah, I know. I don't ever do that.
To cater to your addiction.
Man, I really want one of those.
He's a geek. What do you expect?
Pops wants a Merry Christmas gift.
I just want a coffee cup with a pipe attached to it. Don't send me a coffee cup with a pipe duct tape to the side. All right, I can do that myself.
There goes my Christmas idea.
I mean, what kind of mug do you want for the coffee? I mean, around Rotterdam and maybe The Hague are a bit of DIY mom and pop shops that can make some very good stuff. So.
These were really cool. It was a pot leaf with an American flag painted. It was an American flag painted pot leaf.
Oh,
it was just a bad fucking coffee cup, dude. I want it.
Yeah.
But I spend money on the grandkids before I spend money on me, so that's why I don't have it yet, Carrie. That's why I didn't get it, because it's Christmas and I got grandkids.
I also got the press for my family already, so.
Yeah. I was sharing earlier that there's Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's all together, but we've also got like 4 birthdays in the family that fall.
I have the same problem, but a different celebration. Before we have Sinterklaas here, so
I stay broke, is what I'm saying.
Yep.
What is the holiday that you celebrate before Christmas?
Sinterklaas. Sinterklaas.
And what is that for? What do you celebrate?
It's basically also a season of giving, basically, but it's a bit more with it's like all things is a bit commercialized, but it's the. I need to think back all the way to my middle school, elementary school stuff. Oh, damn it. Why is my brain working?
Santa Claus. I mean, am I right?
It is Saint Nicholas. That's the thing, but it's
okay. It's Christmas. Right.
Yeah, but it's not Saint Nicholas as in it's basically like a pope or a priest.
Right.
Helped a lot of slaves, and now they are basically working for him. But the thing is, like all things woke, there are already stuff that happens because we have, and I don't kid you with this, Black Pete. But the thing is, there are already sanctions here on the state that you live in. If you don't have Black Pete, you celebrate Ooh, that's a nice one. You
There's your little carb up there, and there's the bowl down there. And then you throw the coffee in there, and you can be an American.
There it is, Pops.
Patriotic and everything. I love it.
That is the one. I want
but
one of those.
basically, so
How much is it online, Max?
$18.
Okay, so shipping 25.
shabby.
That's what they want in the store, 25. So,
but when I was talking, it's basically we have the freed slaves basically because they are now working for that character.
Right.
Are black. They are literally called Black Pete, Zwarte Piet. So
Right.
people have had problems with it, and some states.
Would you say that it's problematic?
No, I literally saw some YouTubers going around and literally really black persons, really brown persons, even they said, no, this is not racist. It's just a celebration, it's tradition. I grew up with this. I never saw a problem.
Why?
I love Pete's look.
Stay there.
Rocky, it's gonna be okay, buddy.
It's gonna be all right.
I'm trying to get camera 2 working. It's not working. There we go. Okay.
Rocky Cam. Here we go.
Yep, we got Rocky Cam. Come here, Rocky. Come over here. We got Rocky Cam.
Hey, doggo.
Hello, Rocky.
Hi, everybody.
But
hello. Hello, Rocky.
What's up, dude?
Hello, I love
He's
you.
setting up his own camera because I got sick of trying to move the camera every time he came down. So there you go. Oh, Carrie said you're a handsome boy, dude. You like Carrie?
He said, "Oh no."
You like Carrie?
Like
Rocky.
Hey, that's
Rocky.
Look, they're all talking to you, dude. Why you go?
That's a husky, isn't it?
What was the other one's name that passed, Pops?
Zeus.
Huh?
Zeus. That's what it
Zeus,
was.
yeah, Zeus is the one that passed.
Yeah.
Now Zeus, I would have to move the camera back like 3 feet. He was way bigger than Rocky, man. His whole head would just be picture on that. You know.
Yeah. But I also got because they were lined up underneath here. I also got one of the first comics I bought myself out now. So these are one of the first I bought. The Order of the Dragon Slayers.
All right.
Oh man,
I like that.
It's basically about a female dragon slayers army. Think a bit like Claymore, if you ever known the manga or anime. But the thing is, the dragons can attach well when they are a virgin or not, but so they need to keep their virginity to fight, and because else the dragon will know they're there. So.
Gotcha.
It's
was that a hardcover?
Yeah, hardcovers. These are all hardcovers.
Nice.
Oh, you got the set. Nice.
Not every. I have 1, 2, 3, and 5. But there are a lot more. But comic shops here are also disappearing a bit, so it's a bit more difficult to find stuff I like. And maybe I'll just keep to 5. But I don't know how long the series is. And I also bought Winnie the Pooh Demon Hunter from the Raven's Loft. So I'm not kidding. That's what that's the title.
Wow. Yeah, that's Nicholas Mueller's book.
So
I'm not familiar with that one at all.
That caught me off guard. I've never heard of that.
Oh, believe me, it looks great. Winnie the Pooh, absolute beast of a unit. Like not.
Yeah, he's all huge and he's got a chainsaw. And it's pretty cool. Nick did a good job on that one.
Yeah, I just thought like I also have an other one, but I thought that one doesn't speak really to me. Winnie the Pooh, I watched a lot of the Winnie the Pooh Big Adventure when I was younger, so I thought this one really is fun.
All right, let's take a minute here. We'll be back in 2 minutes, boys and girls.
told that moron not to take out my Tchaikovsky tape. No matter, let's get started. Here we are, Nancy Moon. The last time we left our heroine, she had just joined my esteemed colleagues at level M. We have the soldier who cannot stop talking, a magician with the money issues, and a vampire with a checkered past. But there are other teammates she has yet to meet. One in particular might be a little bit shocking for her. I do hope she's not allergic. Back it today, won't you? Like right meow.
Right.
Oh, I made it back.
No.
Like I sat my fat ass down just as soon as that trailer ended.
Maximum effort.
I don't run for anybody, but I ran for you guys, chat.
Damn Skip.
All right. Tanner.
Yeah.
Fill dead space with words. Must breathe.
Loud noises.
Oh, so there I was, right? No shit.
Oh, shit.
No shit. What was that title?
The difference between a fairy tale and a sea story is a fairy tale begins with once upon a time. A sea story begins with so no shit, there I was.
No shit, there I was.
Woo! All right. Past Master Dan wants to know, Devil's Air, what was the title and number that you need?
You know what? I just show it again, and then because I have the Dutch side, that's
the Order of the Dragon.
The Order of the Dragon. The Order of the Dragon. Yeah, Dragon Riders, they say. I'm number 4. I'm missing 4.
Missing number 4. All right, Dan. There you go. Get it closer. That wasn't a bathroom break. That was
that
a
might not work.
No.
You still haven't put a coffee maker in your office, Doc?
I'm remodeling the office as we speak. So 2 days ago, it was that wall. If you'll notice, I took down the big backsplash for my big paintings.
I noticed that.
My French easel set up back there to work on. And you can't see this corner, but this corner I completely rearranged. Next is this wall. All the art supplies are going to get condensed. So I have room for my drawing stuff because once again, my wife said, your comic book has taken over the whole house. You got the living room, you got the dining room, you got your studio. Come on. Yes.
I don't see the problem here.
I don't see it as a problem.
Look, you live with a comic creator now. You're going to have to just accept the fact that your house is owned by comic books now.
Well, I mean, part of that would be the first time a comic book pays a bill around here, blah, blah, blah.
Ain't that the truth?
Give it time.
And I did this to myself. I delivered more product with Pariah than what I funded for. So I had to come out of pocket.
Yeah.
For the printing.
Oh, I hear that.
Next year, says Past Master Dan, I plan on dipping my toe into streaming. My wife thinks I'm nuts, and it's her bedroom too. How selfish. Yeah, well, you know, Dan, we welcome you. Come on the show. We'd love to have you sometime.
Yeah.
Hey, it's open here, so
that's the way you start out. You come on other people's shows, you figure out how it works, and then start streaming yourself.
Yep. We're still waiting on Max's weekly cough stream. I have the coffee shop. He has the cough stream.
But we do our BC show every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern now.
Now, what is the BC?
It's just the Badass Comics or the Bullet Club, whichever one you want to call it. And it's just me and Pete Vasquez and Phil Leon.
Phil Leon? Oh my God.
Yep. So
Phil, I know
Yeah,
you're
it
listening.
was the first episode showed up last night. Have you seen
Yep,
that?
it was last night. It was me and Sam Quinton from Sonoma.
Yeah, no
and
Sam.
Pete Vasquez
No
and
Pete.
Phil Leon.
I know Phil.
Gage the
All these
Wolf.
friends of mine, and nobody said, "Hey, Pops, can we do this on your network?"
Well, we were just gonna do the first show on our one thing. We even had like Rich asked if he could come on, and I was like, "We're not really having guests on this first episode. We're just kind of feeling it out and trying to make sure that everything flows well." Show flowed really nicely. It went for about an hour and 45 minutes. We went over 3 little news articles. Did you know that Funko Pops is making something called Bitty Pops now?
What the
They're
hell is that?
1 inch tall Funko Pops.
Another variant. Funko Pops are already going to waste.
Yeah, I know. They're
Have
1
they
inch.
not seen that?
1 inch Funko Pops that come in the little blind bags that you have to buy for $3 and open it up and figure out which one you get. Kind of like the old D&D minis they used to.
Yeah. Or what was the
We have the chocolate eggs here with that, like
the
capsule.
chocolate eggs, but there's also
Kinder egg.
Oh, Kinder eggs. Yeah.
Yeah, the Kinder eggs, but there was another one that was the dinosaurs. You never know which one you were going to get. You dropped it in water and it would form into the dinosaur.
Oh, yeah.
No, I have had those.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
so, Max.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're doing a show.
Yeah, me too.
I will subscribe as soon as I find you. Drop the link.
Yeah, drop the link. That way we don't have to hunt for it.
Trying to get Max Money to do a show for 6 months. And Dan, if you want to do a show, you want to come out, like do a show and co-host for a while and get your feet wet. Monday Madness looking for a new co-host, bro.
You know, I'm not a Funko Pop guy, but I'll tell you what. I bet you
I'm a fan
if
of
I saw the
statues,
tick,
so-
I probably would get that one too.
I have 7, and they were all gifts. All 7 of them. 6 of them are Star Wars ones that are like really obscure Star Wars ones, and then I have the big pop, the big one, the 12-inch Thanos. That's it.
Nice.
I've got 1 Funko Pop. It was a gift for Christmas, and it's fucking Lemmy from Motorhead.
Nice.
I mean, my brother found these ones from Evangelion in his secondhand store. So these are just, I believe, from the McDonald's when they were doing this or
what
something.
The hell?
Damn, McDonald's gave away a toy that big.
really
It's a very old one. I haven't seen one of these. I don't know where they're from, but seeing how the quality is, like this reminds me a bit of the McDonald's.
Wait. Are you telling me that was a Happy Meal toy?
I believe
in
so.
Japan.
I'm moving to Amsterdam.
Hey, I'm not in Amsterdam, eh? I'm not in Amsterdam. I'm further down.
Netherlands.
Yeah, Netherlands, but Amsterdam is in Netherlands, hey?
Okay, yeah. You got to understand, though, Devil's there.
Yeah.
Your whole country is the size of one of our counties. All right, it's no big deal.
We are lesser. We are lesser.
Max said earlier, he goes, "Man, it's a 6-hour train ride." And I'm like, everybody in Europe went, "Oh my God." And everybody in America went, "Huh? So?"
Yeah.
It's like going to grandma's house.
But my brother got me 2. I bought them over because he buys them for me, and then I just put the money back, so I get them basically like his.
Oh, so as I was saying about the train rides, the Euro Rail on the weekends, it actually, you can pay it was like 12 or 14 euros, and you could ride the train all you wanted for the entire weekend.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's how you did it. You wait till you get your 4-day pass. Wait till you get your 4-day pass.
Yeah.
Roll out on Friday morning. Show up in Amsterdam. Stay up. Just stay awake. Don't even bother getting a hostel or anything like that. Because if you get a hostel, they all close at like 10.
Right.
You gotta be in the hostel.
Here it's really like you gotta be out by 10. Like it's not like 10 and then we close up. No, everyone gotta be out by 10. That's
So what did you do instead, Max?
We just stayed up and hung out in the cafes all night long and just stayed up for 2
Stayed
days
awake
straight.
for 96 hours?
For 2 days straight, we stayed up and then we partied the way out. And then
cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah.
I
On Sunday, you have a 6-hour train ride all the way back home. So you just take your sleep on your train ride home.
I mean, it's not wrong. So
I remember while I was on active duty, it was Christmas, and I had duty till midnight on Christmas Eve. And so I had a 6-hour drive after that to get to Christmas. Well, have duty, guys, means after you've already done your normal days.
You gotta go sit at a desk, answer the phone.
You gotta stand another 6-hour watch. And our days kind of start early in the military.
Doc pissed somebody off if they had him stand and watch on Christmas Day. I'm just saying.
Nah, everybody has to do it sometime, and it was finally my turn.
Sure, everybody has to do it sometime. Everybody I'm pissed at's going to do it for the next 5 years.
So anyway, I decide as soon as I'm relieved at midnight, I'm just going to get in the car and I'm going to drive. Well, I tried that. I made it 2 hours into the trip. And I began to hallucinate.
I know that feeling. I know that feeling.
Remember being young enough to do shit like that.
I stayed up 3 days when I went to London. So
and I'm seeing railroad arms coming down. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, shit. So I stopped in the middle of the interstate. And then when I cleared my mind, I was like, there's nothing there. Like, I need to find a hotel. The very next exit, hit a hotel.
Oh,
good night.
man.
I got to get some sleep. Just going to have to miss Christmas morning.
Anybody in the military who gets more than 6 hours of sleep a day is probably sleeping on watch. I'm just saying.
You're doing it wrong if you're sleeping.
If you're getting more than 6 hours a day, you're sleeping on watch.
You're doing it wrong.
Before I got out, I went to the docks, and I've had issues with like my memory and stuff like that, but I won't get into it. Anyhow, they asked me how much sleep I get, and they're like, "Do you get 6 hours?" And I laughed at them, and okay, so we kind of started doing the math of how long it's been since I've had like a decent night's sleep.
Right.
Long story short, I hadn't had like decent sleep in so long that I was driving myself kind of like pseudo insane.
Right.
And so they put me on trazodone. They're like, "You're a senior NCO. Yeah, we have a tendency to prescribe these to you guys because you don't sleep for shit."
Now let me tell you,
when I was
I was given hold on, Max. I was given trazodone for sleep. Years and years. This was in the 93, 94, somewhere around there. Because I wasn't sleeping. I took it on a Friday. I woke up Sunday night and I went, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah.
Slept a weekend away. Are you shitting me?
I mean, I can relate.
That's why I said it's a prison drug, man. It's a time killer. You take that thing, you just serve 2 days, dude.
Oh man, I don't know about you guys, but I have the craziest fucking dreams on that stuff too. Like, I mean, they literally make no sense.
I had a dream about a pirate ship chasing me down the street. Down the street.
Not the weirdest thing I've ever heard. I mean,
so Max woke up and made a comic book about it.
Yep. Dinosaurs attacking the thing like Jurassic Park and all this shit. I used to have some wild dreams on trazodone.
Oh God, I'm telling you, man.
It
and then like me, like I know when I'm dreaming. That's the sad part. Like, I'm sitting like, and you can't wake up, so you're sitting in a dream that you know is a dream, and
I'm pretty convinced, Tanner, that right now I'm having a dream. This shit ain't real.
Consciousness is nothing but a
This
dream.
can't be what I look like.
What if we're all just figments of each other's imagination or something?
I'm literally
I
sitting
wonder
in a
who's talking about Iron Man.
No, I know that's not true because you would all be a different gender and much better looking.
See, that's what I was saying. Like, if there's like everyone's like, what if this is just some sort of a video game that's like a.
Oh, they are getting into projection theory, or what's it called again?
Yeah, it's all. This is all.
It's all imagination.
The computer. It's all
These
computer
are not the droids
simulation.
you're looking for.
And I'm like, if somebody actually paid for the dad bod upgrade and the shitty glasses and everything for me, and then not being able to do math, that DLC, I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but Come on.
Yeah, I don't know why you bought this particular upgrade package.
I
This
know, I'm still
expansion
as
pack
skinny as can be.
was not worth it. All
I
right.
know, I'm
I
happy
want
I got
my
the
money
geek back.
back. I want to reboot. I've
I'm
said
happy
for
I got the
years.
geek back, so got bullied
Yeah.
a lot, but hey, I found a lot of people now, so
I have said for years, fellas, that if Doc Brown leaves that fucking DeLorean unattended near me, I'm headed back to 1980, and I ain't coming
good
back.
time for movies. Good time for
Right.
movies. I got the Dark Crystal and Labyrinth here, so
You know, I want to go back to when the world made sense. You know, when the
Oh,
Soviet
yeah.
Union was real and they were going to destroy us any day. Good times, baby. Good times.
By the
Well,
way, I
it may
just
not
got
be
out.
the Soviet Union anymore, but I mean, close enough.
They're the
getting
Soviet
there. They're
Union light.
trying.
How long has it been since Putin's been in office now? Like 30 years?
Yeah.
He's been around for a
Wow.
minute. Yeah.
By the way, also fun. I just got out 2 more stuff, and I can also show the memes I made if that's okay. Like,
Well, we're going to have to save that for the next show. We're about ready to wrap
Okay.
this one up.
okay, fair enough. I can pick it up easily. So
There you
Sure,
go.
sure. So
Just send all your memes to Doc, and he'll build.
yeah,
you
I now got
some
him on the messenger, if I believe, and I also follow him on Twitter. So that'll be okay.
Yeah,
sure.
just send them to him. He's the one that goes through, curates, and decides what goes.
Okay, fair enough.
He's
That's
the
fair enough.
boss.
Holy
Yep.
shit, Doc! You got somebody backstage. You're not stopping the show now, buddy.
I'm not even sure if this is the real guy here.
The
Turn
real
your camera
guy.
on for a second. Show me who you are.
It's him.
Yep.
Really him.
You know you could verify, right?
Just did.
Yeah, I don't trust verification. I trust my eyes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Anthony Romano. He is the owner and publisher at Dark Gift Comics, my publisher.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Welcome, Anthony.
And the guy who
What's going on,
slows down
brother?
every fucking song by 2 steps when he plays it on a acoustic guitar.
That's what I do.
You got to find something.
Hey, he did that shit in the presence of Sebastian Bach. He did a song by Sebastian Bach and slowed it down 2 steps, maybe 3. It was
Yeah, 3 steps and 2 octaves. Yeah.
Yeah.
No shit.
I remember you. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I wasn't planning on it. I was actually just like 3 lines into the first verse, and he playing at a small club on the Jersey Shore, and he comes walking in and like sits down like at a like a bar table like 5 feet away from me.
Oh my god!
So what does Anthony do? I'm gonna play one dude's songs.
Yeah. Well, on a similar note, but absolutely true story. The band I was in, we were playing the old post office emporium in Savannah, and we knew we were the opening act for the night's activities. And these long-haired hippies that were older than us were offloading their gear and setting up backstage and everything. And we were talking to them, hanging out, laughing, yucking, having a good old time. And then they came out on stage later, and they were Steppenwolf.
Oh,
I'm like, oh shit!
Sounds like they were having a laugh at your expense.
They were, but they actually set up their own stuff. They had no roadies.
I went to a bar that plays a lot of local music and just national acts. It's called Knuckleheads. It's a real big deal here in Kansas City. But my buddy knows the guy who owns the bar, and he needed some computer work done. So I came down there and fixed his computer for him. And I had real long hair and everything, and we're all hanging out in the bar chatting with it before the show started. And these girls are like, "Well, what do you do in the band?" And I'm like, I'm not in the band. I'm nobody. I'm just here to fix the goddamn computer system. And then it turned out to be David Allan Coe was who was playing that night.
Oh wow!
So, Mr. Romano, what are we looking at here, sir?
I believe the cover to A Damn Dirty Thing.
I see some nice curves. At
cover
least,
it
so.
is.
The thing that I would say is the top lettering. You might want to put a stroke around it or something like that.
It's kind of hard to read.
Kind of hard to read.
This one here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might have condensed it too much when I was like sizing it.
Mm.
Hold on a sec. Why won't it let me do it?
It's trying to be.
Because it's technology. It works only when it wants to.
Oh, I think,
don't even get me started on that, man.
I think it's unskewed.
This becomes self-aware. It's going to rise up and kill
So
us
last
all.
night, Anthony and I were working on this, and there's a very simple 2-step filter that you can add to any image called difference clouds, and it makes a misty, cloudy kind of background. And my computer just decided to say, nope, fuck you, I'm not doing that. And it just kept turning the page white
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
and over and over again. Now, my computer's dying, by the way, boys and girls. If you wanted to contribute to Doc getting a new computer, I'm going to drop my cash out. I need one.
I have enough comics to get and books still, so...
Did you ever talk to that lady, Doctor?
Huh? What?
Did you ever talk to the lady that tagged you in that post?
No, she never reached out.
She was asking the question.
Yeah, I know. She never... I answered her, but she never responded.
Yeah, so we decided to go a different route when designing this cover. We wanted to pay homage to a movie poster from the 1940s. So Doc literally had to go in and draw each of these things separately.
Oh.
And then we, like,
Frankenstein
them together. Yeah.
Yeah, we have our own word for composite. It's Frankensteining.
Yeah. So, and then, yeah. So there won't be any original artwork, cover artwork anyway on it.
Yeah, you won't be able to buy the original cover art, but there'll be other things. Listen, A Damn Dirty Thing is going to be a bare bones, simple campaign for a great noir experience.
Hell yeah.
Because Jake Bishop, that dude right there, that's my boy. That's the horse I'm going to ride till it dies.
And I bought a noir book today, so
A Damn Dirty Thing. So yeah, we got to get together later and work on the new trailer because my current one is a lie. It says coming in summer of 2023.
Well, about that.
But boys and girls, I am going to play that trailer for you right now.
Oh, dang.
So we gotta get the new one done so I can get that lie off the screen.
After we got off our meeting last night, I was like, I walked away. I didn't finish this till this morning, but I walked away and I was like just checking out like YouTube and watching movies and stuff, and I smoked a joint, and I have visions.
Good or bad thing?
For the trailer, yeah. Nothing crazy, but you want to watch Doc freak out on the lines of the dancing golem.
Okay.
Oh God.
No, way better.
Anthony, bottom line, you have homage quoted.
No, it's an asterisk.
Okay. Can't see it. That's what I mean. Can't see it.
Well, that's because you're not holding the book in your hands.
Yeah, you're not holding it in your hand. Like I can see it clear as day here. I have it like this is like the size of what a book would be. But if you were holding it because you're on friggin' StreamYard.
Now, for those that don't know, A Damn Dirty Thing is going to be a 16-page floppy, but it is also going to be about a 90 to 100-page novella that I'm writing, and it's going to be good stuff, something different.
A novella, do you have any idea how many pages that's going to be? Like 150, 100, or like,
between 90 and 100.
Okay, yeah, okay, thanks. Yeah, I'm getting back into reading, so novellas are a big thing for me. So
yeah, I'm counting on readers to read the novella.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Hey,
they're out there. Come on now.
And for I'm sorry to cut you, but for the record, that bottom line is just for the promotional material, so no one can say, "Hey, you're ripping off a poster."
Yeah,
we'll probably put it on the inside credits of the cover,
right.
later on. But
There
for the
is
promotional material, yeah,
there's a scene in the book that is a shameless rip from the Maltese Falcon, and I will attribute that also.
Yeah, we'll put like one of the caption boxes with the the old fashioned caption boxes with the asterisks, but instead of saying see issue 42, we'll say
see the Maltese Falcon.
Watch the Maltese Falcon.
Right.
Yeah. There's a great scene in the Maltese Falcon of Spade and Archer in their office, and they're talking to a female client. And I rearranged it. It's not exactly the same thing, but it's them just hanging out and working together right before some horror show shit happens.
Body horror or psychological?
Yes. Timothy, also, I can't highlight your comment.
No,
Anthony,
okay. So
what's going on with the slums tonight?
I was just going through picking some of the topics. We'll probably talk about. Here, hold on. I don't want to.
You had that video about a month ago of that free range, free movement person that was trying to talk to the cops or something like that, and she was all like, "I'm a free mover, and I can do whatever I want, and I got anxiety." Yeah, and all that shit. The cop just wasn't having any of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we played that video like 2 months ago, and then like just last week, everybody started covering it, and I was like, the slums was ahead of the game.
I've watched a bazillion of those sovereign citizens.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of those.
They may be the stupidest crowd of people.
Oh yeah,
I have ever seen in my life.
It ain't stupid till you've been in jail and you listen to the jailhouse lawyers explain to you why this flag with the yellow trim is
Admiralty Court versus. Listen,
it's a military flag, and
here's
oh, you're talking about the
dude, it's ridiculous.
The sovereign citizen people. I tell you what, I dipped my toe in that a little bit back in the early 2000s because I actually witnessed it work. I witnessed it work in court.
I watched these guys in jail write up their presentations to the judge.
Well, the problem is if you're already in jail, you're fucked.
Well,
it only works. It only works in that first court appearance if you can get it to work. And then if not, you're screwed.
Well, some people don't get bailed. Some people don't get bailed out, and they're sitting in jail, and they haven't done a real, any kind of first appearance other than arraignment, where you go guilty, not guilty.
Right.
They're not going to hear that case in an arraignment.
Anthony, when you were having your hallucination,
yeah,
and you mentioned dancing golem.
Okay, so there's no dancing.
All right,
but since we already clipped the car out, right?
Uh-huh.
I at one point in the trailer, I'm gonna animate the car so that it's actually driving off screen.
Okay, I have no problem with that.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
And what you call it?
Anthony getting all fancy. I'm gonna animate shit and make sure.
Getting all fancy.
It's gonna be very low tier animation, but yeah.
I mean, it's a clipped out car. Come on.
Right.
It'll work.
This is the thing, boys and girls. I'm really excited for this project. Now, I was really excited for Pariah Blood and Mud. That was my return to comics after 30 years.
Oof.
And it was great, and I loved it, and I continue to love it. However, I am so sick of the damn dirty thing that I can't stand it.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, right? Like, so, and this isn't like spoilers. Like when we first talked about Pariah, it was supposed to be a one book. It was supposed to be like 100 and something pages. Yeah. And we said it was just going to be a one and done. Like, it was going to tell a complete story, and that was it.
Right.
So yeah. So the the other, obviously, we broke it down into a trilogy, so there's 2 more parts to shorten it and make it a little bit more affordable for everybody.
Right.
And
We're
make
pulling it
some-
back to the future.
and make more money.
Well, the economy was in the toilet, and there was no way that as a freshman debut from me that I could expect backers to back a expensive 120, 130 page book.
Mm-hmm.
It was just that was too big of an ask.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Even
And
I get
speaking of
that.
which, to answer one of Max's questions, one of the things we'll be talking about is the economy, because Biden just forgave 813,000 student loans, and that's coming out of all our pockets. So yeah,
It's nice that he says that, but the Supreme Court won't let him do that. It's just words. It is not actuality. He doesn't have the power to do that.
No, well, the thing is, he's doing it. What happens is that now the court has to actually step in, and we'll see if they do.
Did rule on that.
Yeah, I thought they already said that he couldn't
already
do
ruled
that.
on that.
Yeah, and he's just doing it.
He keeps saying it all he wants, but it's a dead fucking issue.
Well, now hold on, boys and girls. In fairness to Sleepy Joe, he didn't do shit. His handlers did it because he's just a beat puppet.
Yeah, he's just a puppet on a string.
He's what was it last night, Anthony? A skinwalker or a skin suit?
Oh, what did Liam say?
He called Matt Barr put on a skin suit.
Skin suit, yeah. Put on a Vinny skin suit, yeah. That was a great line. I got to give Liam credit on that one.
Yeah.
I love Matt, but that was a great line.
Yeah, but the line of the night. I'm sorry, everybody knows Tug, that umbrella guy, Tug. Matt Barr called. He was just making a sentence, but he ran the words "tug fucker" together. So "tug fucker" is my new word.
Tug fucker.
Oh yeah. He didn't say because he was It was like he ended one sentence and went right into another one. So it was like tug fucker, blah blah blah.
It hit me funny, and I just lost my shit.
Forgot the dot slash or comma to put in.
So, so you think we'll have a trailer cobbled together this evening?
Probably by tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, I got some things I got to do, but I'm laying it out on paper, so this way, based off of what you already put together, and like any ideas that I might have to
now, in fairness to myself, I laid down a great audio track. Yes, you did.
This is true. I was inhaling a cigarette.
Thought you were going to say more. Sorry.
I worked
He's
my
finishing his
ass
hat
on the audio track for the new trailer. However, my software, as everyone has witnessed now, Anthony's the third person to witness. I shared screen to show them. Software hates me, and I hate it right back. So I can't do zooms and scrolls and no. I will tell it to do it. It will tell me it has done it, and then when I play it, it ain't there.
Oh, I know that feeling. Fuck
you, Doc. That's why.
I have the same problem with Excel sometimes. Ugh.
What do you use? CapCut or something?
VDSC.
Okay.
Yeah, I just take it and I run it through my software and tweak it.
Yeah,
sometimes
I just
depending
use
on
After
sometimes depending on who's doing it, or like just how good the quality is off the initial recording. Sometimes I just, because it's such a lightweight program, I could use Audacity sometimes to clean it up, but I usually use Reaper, which is
Reaper's a great DAW.
Yeah, that's my go-to. That's what I'm using right now for audio.
Yeah, my buddy used to use Reaper. He would be able to sit there and tap out all his drum beats, and then he would just go in there with his guitar and play over the top of it.
Yeah,
and
nice.
Then
now there's two more elements to this. Excuse me. The first one is you guys have, Tanner, you'll remember Big Buford Ogletree from Hot Rod Ball and the Psycho Devills. He's an upright bass player for a rockabilly band and for an old school jazz band. So he's going to lay down an original track for me of some noir bass, and then I'm going to get Anthony Romano to do a saxophone over it.
Oh, nice.
I mean, I'm just stepping into 1-bit train for 8-bit music and a bit of classical music instruments. So
yeah, we're not doing that here.
No, but that's the thing. I'm not yet like I can. in a week I can put out something. Like I'm very critical about myself. That's
but what I was going to say, the second part of that is my son, who was on the show week before last, he has a full-on recording studio. So we're going to go up there and record this. And I may redo that voiceover professionally on Real Gear, Anthony. But we'll see. I mean, it might be a Mark II trailer is what I'm saying.
Right.
Because I want to launch soon.
Yeah, I want to launch soon too, but I'm watching a lot of campaigns struggle right now. It doesn't really matter what platform they're on. Either.
Might not be able to launch until after the new year.
Yeah, so you're in December. That's
that's what we were talking about last
I made that mistake a year ago.
Most people try and get stuff.
Guys, now hold up. I want y'all to think about this too. Everybody's thinking about waiting until after Christmas, and after Christmas there are going to be a shit ton of campaigns dropping.
Well,
that's the same thing.
Right, that's what I was gonna. That was gonna be my rebuttal to my own argument in my head is like I'm watching these things struggle. We did Lightbringer 1. We launched on. I believe we launched on Black Friday.
Ooh.
And we went through December and January, and we funded and we did fairly well for a first book, first time creator, stuff like that. But it was a struggle to get to even where we were. You know what I mean? It was weird because usually you have the boom and then you have the lull if you do a 60-day campaign, and then you have the boom at the end. Yeah. Ours was opposite.
Yeah,
we had a lull in the beginning. We had a boom right around the New Year's mark because I guess everybody bought their gifts. They still had extra spending money.
Yeah.
So they backed, right? And then the lull was, oh shit, the credit card bills hit. And nobody was backing at the end. Yeah. So it was like the reverse, and that's scary. Because when you
pretty scary.
You want to get a boost at the end.
What we did with Pariah was we waited for income tax refunds to start.
Yep.
It was mid-February, wasn't it, Anthony?
No, it was we launched Lightbringer 2 the last week of February and Pariah the first week of March.
Yeah.
And we both campaigns did really well, for what was expected. I mean they both funded I think within the 30 days. First 30 days. And I mean it was a good run. So that's like a nice spot to hit. Yeah, but January you're gonna have a shitload of campaigns drop. So it's like if we wait,
there will be a shitload of campaigns that drop in January, but I don't think we're gonna have nearly as many as we had in like October when there was 343 starter campaigns running at once in October.
I've talked to so many people that are waiting, man. It's gonna be fucking crazy in January and February.
Well, there's gonna be it's a big deal. I think right now what we're seeing is a lot of people that spent their COVID money making comic books are finally done with them. And they're putting them out.
I heard that a lot in books too. Iron Age books, everyone was started writing during
the
COVID.
only people giving up are the people that never came out here and got seen.
There's
a lot of people. There's been a big thing on Twitter now with a whole bunch of people that are just quitting comics.
Yeah.
My thing was,
I get it. We live in a day and an age where, if you want to make something, anyone can create something, whether that be comics, music, movies, whatever.
If you do the correct research, because if you see Marvel and stuff, oof.
Well, yeah. But that, so it's like what Max is saying. People have spent their COVID money, so now the more polished I think products are going to start coming out more.
Yeah. From what I've seen, a lot of polish.
There's just a lot of
That's
trash.
right, brother.
There's just so much trash on all these crowdfunding sites for these comic books. You're just like, did you have your cousin's uncle's fucking nephew draw that book for you? Because it looks
that's very
terrible.
Well, the sad part is some of those are funding
I know they'll fund
well.
They'll fund like ridiculously well. I mean, we're Atrocity Press is pretty much in the same boat that everyone else is, and our Kickstarters are down by about 20%. And that makes sense because the inflation rate has
Right.
gone
Oh
up
yeah.
insane.
Well, yeah, it's real. Like, you know, the
Max,
recession is
but
real.
you've got a well-oiled machine running over
Yeah.
Yep.
there. Now, my thing was this. For those that don't know, and I may be talking to absolutely nobody when I say this, but if you don't know, you know, crowdfunding pretty much says, hey, I've got an idea and I need your financial backing to bring it to fruition.
True.
However, the way I have approached it was, I'm not going to ask for a dime until the product is done.
Yep.
So that's what I did
That's
with
the best way to
Pariah.
do it.
That's what I did with Pariah and with the Damn Dirty Thing. You know, I'm 95% done, and we haven't even launched yet. I'm not going to ask anyone to back anything I do without already having created it until maybe I'm 2 or 3 books deep.
Yeah. We always have ours. We have a big graphic we put on there that says, this comic book is done. There's no worry about waiting for it because it's already finished.
Yep.
Right.
And which kind of, it's turned Kickstarter almost into a pre-order platform
Yeah.
instead of
Yep,
a
I've heard that a lot.
crowdfunding platform.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is, I'm fine with. It doesn't bother me because
Me
I
too.
mean,
As long as I get the product.
Yeah, you get the argument from both sides. Like, right, you hear people say, I'm not back until I know it's finished, right?
Yeah.
But then you get the people who, do that. And then you have the other side of the argument where you see people going, well, if you already finished it, why do you need to crowdfund it? Just put it up for sale somewhere and blah, 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 blah. And it's
That's
like,
not how it works. That's not how it works.
yeah. Finished doesn't necessarily mean printed with 1,000 books sitting behind you at my desk.
Right. The art is done.
Finished means it's done, it's written, it's edited, it's colored, it's whatever it is you need it to do.
Ready to go to print.
Right.
Not printed.
Not printed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we just need, your help getting it actually into the really real world.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why I backed Dr. Alpha, because I can talk with Lurch Devil in the chat always. Like, I know he's working on it. He gives updates every time he's on stream. No, not every time, but every few weeks and stuff.
Right.
So
yeah, Literature Devil's a good dude. I think I missed his second. He's on his second book, right?
yeah, it's Dr. Alpha Deadman's Lullaby Volume 1. He's on.
Yeah. I think that is that still open?
I can check for you if you give me a second. I have Indiegogo open.
I feel like I missed it, and I was really bummed because I got the first book. I got Dr. Alpha, and I liked it.
Most of the time puts up a backup for. I did the catch-up tier, so I got Miracle Child and the new one plus the limited edition art print. So.
Right. Now, to bring this back to the important topic, which is my book, my fucking show. We are also setting a stretch goal for an audiobook. And
for the novella.
Yeah, for the novella.
That's cool.
Because I was literally thinking about our friend Jason Bascom and our friend Fanta. Fanta is legally blind, and she's a wonderful human being, a huge supporter and backer. And I spoke to her about it, and she just lit up like it was Christmas morning. She's like, oh, hell yeah, that would be awesome. So, yeah, we're going to set a stretch goal to do that, to make an audiobook of the novella, not the comic book.
By the way, Dark, I just looked, and the campaign is done, but I believe they're now in demand. But I guess...
Okay. Yeah, if it's in demand, then I still have a shot.
Anthony, why are you Dark Betrayer now?
That became a meme. Was it when I was on Liam's stream? Or
that's a war campaign thing, right?
Well, yeah, they were like
call you
they
the
were
Dark Snake or something.
Oh, those warm, lovely people.
Well, yeah, no, somebody was like, he's the betrayer, he's the snake, and then somebody else, like, I think it was KSS or maybe it was Lord Raptor Jesus in the chat was like, the Dark Betrayer, like joking around because like they're, they're they're friendlies, right? So they were like, and then I was like, so I changed it, And then, and after that stream on Liam's is when I put retired Kumbaya Maker, and then that didn't work out because then Red dipped off his own stream, and I wound up having to play Kumbaya Maker anyway.
Right.
I got my name.
I blame Red for all of that happened.
Yes, I do too.
It's your fault, Red. If you're watching, and I know you are, you lurking bastard.
I mean, my name you see here, Iron Age Meme Lord. I got it from RH Snow. Like she made me the Iron Age Meme Lord. So
yeah, and then we were talking about actually making a book called The Dark Betrayer, and I was like, you know what, that's not even a bad idea. Let's do it.
No,
so
it's not.
So that's a book on my timetable. That actually might get pushed
hold on
out
a second.
there.
Word Wizard is Captain Infinity. And Cap, you are not censored on my platform. My wrenches will never do that. The only thing they censor is porn bots.
Yeah.
Say whatever you want to say about chat.
I'm the thirst bots. So
now I, on the other hand, I abhor trolls, and everybody knows it. I don't like when somebody comes into somebody's chat and disrupts their show. I'm watching the show because I want to hear what the people on the show are saying, and I want to get to the gist of what the show is about. And when people in the chat come in and they're trolling and they're acting a fool and they distract the people in the show from the topic, I leave.
Yeah, I just like our YouTube.
I was happy that you weren't in the stream yesterday with.
The one good thing YouTube has done over the last couple weeks is they've added the ability to time someone out for 24 hours instead of 5 minutes.
That's crazy though, right? It was nice that they have a shortened one, where it's you could do it for 30 seconds instead of 5 minutes or whatever. But 24 hours, dude, that's harsh.
Yeah.
What I was going to say
I'm talking about though.
I'm
out here on my show. I'm interviewing Mike Barron. I don't want somebody getting in the chat talking shit about his racist and whatever the fuck is their problem. I don't even want to hear that shit. When I'm interviewing somebody, I don't want somebody coming in the chat and insulting me. What?
I was trying to talk.
So was I.
Before you started.
Yeah, I don't think so. You're on the delay, remember? You're the one with the choppy.
Oh, my God. Hey, Carol.
Hi, I am here to disrupt everything.
All right, Carol, thanks for coming out. Good to see you.
You let her out of the basement? Why did you let her out of the basement?
No, she's in the basement. Look down. That's where she's at.
You just gave
Put that wench back in the dungeon.
Shut up, Tranthony.
He just turned on his Wi-Fi for a couple minutes.
She's gonna have some work coming, and she needs to get back in the dungeon and start doing push-ups or something to get ready.
I just did work.
You don't work. Quit lying.
No, I did a piece for Dojo Kun.
Don't care.
Oh, nice.
Would you like to?
He's nice.
Would you like to share it?
Sure.
Are you allowed to?
I guess so. I mean, Luke stummed through it. He did it on his stream live.
No, seriously. Does Dojo want it shown? Is what I'm saying.
I honestly don't know.
So you probably wouldn't show it until.
I'd wait till you get permission.
Fine, I will wait till I
permission too.
I mean, the image is already out there because Luke drew it on stream.
That's what I'm saying. It's
yeah, I mean, the picture's out there. I just colored it.
Share.
Hold on, I don't remember where it is.
Do it.
She's got to knock all the weed roaches and
look, I'm smoking a bowl right now.
Chinese food.
I just got home from
fortune cookie wrapper.
You're giving her weed. I told you to hold back on the food, and you're giving her weed.
Well, the weed keeps her from gnawing at her chains, Anthony.
Fair point.
It's not that she can chew. It's annoying to listen to. Phil.
Yeah.
Phil, we see you, Phil.
Share.
Let's see. Ooh.
Nice.
Wait, is that the new main character? Is that the main character from the Mythicals, or is it
I honestly, I don't know. I came in late on the stream.
Damn it!
It is not Nancy Moon. That is not Nancy Moon.
No, this is. I saw Luke drawing this. This is for Dojo Kun's Shifter.
Oh,
That's it. Shifter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he
We have
titled
to,
it the Shifter Pit Up. So yeah,
I only know mythicals of him. So
now, Carol, where's your work on Alira?
I have not started it yet.
I
I
need
apologize.
you to go straight to hell right now.
I'm sorry, I was busy. I just finished page 3.
Share that image. Have you got it? The scan I sent you?
It's all. I didn't even rotate it yet.
perfect rotation.
I've been busy. I'm sorry. We just finished page 3 and we're outlining page 4 right now.
When you color for me, Carol, I just want flats.
Fine. That's all you're getting anyway. But I'm going to charge you double.
Oh, yeah, whatever. Okay, I'll give you an extra handful of Rice Krispies. I just drop them down through the vent.
They're not always Rice Krispies, guys. Sometimes it's just sand.
Well,
you eat sand?
He's got a little tight there.
I only had dirt at school.
It's what you eat. Yeah. So. Oh yeah.
Hey guys, I'm gonna have to cut out.
Fine, leave. Go.
My kids are gonna be home soon, and then it's off to extracurriculars.
All right, Tanner. Great to have you as always. My
Thanks for
co-host,
having me, guys.
Al.
Bye.
Peace out, brother.
Later, Tanner.
Later.
Later, pal.
So, Luke Stone. Sorry, I'm gonna talk over you. Luke Stone would like you to do a geriatric hour of CG slums.
Oh yeah, I saw. What did you say? Did you DM me that?
Yeah.
You said that to me. Okay, I was like, I know that sounds familiar. Yeah.
They were
what's
complaining
what's like geriatric? Like 4 PM for like an early
whatever
bird special?
Doc's hours are. Because he says 10 p.m. is just too late for him, but he would like to go on the show.
I have gone on the slums and unzipped, and usually because it's just fucking pandemonium, I just usually end up sitting there sipping coffee.
I mean, enjoying the chaos is also fun.
You can't get a word in edgewise, and especially when Liam is having a live meltdown, you're just not going to be able to participate in a conversation. I'm sorry.
Liam, you're fucked, John down the road.
People, y'all can have like 87 different kinds of conversations going on at once because you're all old and can't hear each other. You're just talking.
No, it'll just be a cacophony of coughing.
Yeah.
So, like,
that's what Max and I did together. See?
So I told Luke that I'd see what I could do for him since he got me.
Max and I are on a race to the grave, and I think Max is a little bit ahead this week.
Yeah, I'm winning.
I don't know, man. I was in here. I'm rearranging my studio, cleaning up, remodeling, blah blah blah.
Well, I've had a stroke and 2 heart attacks. What do you got on me?
Today? You strokes on a heart attack today?
I got
that was
COPD.
before. Yeah, that was before lunch.
The COPD, the emphysema. You know,
I had a stroke in April of not last year, but the year before that.
40% decrease in lung function.
Yep,
that's me, baby.
And then I had congestive heart failure.
Yeah.
And then I ended up going back for congestive heart failure again like a month later because it's all blood pressure based.
Yeah. You're not drinking beer. Pressure. You got to drink a beer.
I don't drink any beer.
You got to drink beer.
More for me. More beer for me.
A glass of red wine will help too.
Yeah.
Well, the tannins in red wine help with heart issues, but with cholesterol. But if you drink a beer a day, it's the same as taking a lisinopril. It'll help you.
We are not giving medical advice on the show.
That's not medical advice.
You're an artist, not a doctor.
I'm just saying, drink beer. Actually, what's my name? Double there. Hey.
Damn it, Doc! I'm an artist, not a medical practitioner.
You sneaky.
Well, no.
No.
Never. Anyway, I forgot what the hell I was saying.
Who cares? You're old.
Oh, Carol.
You need to shut the fuck up.
And in addition to that,
my shiny metal ass.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I was working retail all that morning, and I don't get to snap at the customers.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
So
yeah, you do.
You guys.
You get a snap of the customers once.
I used my one up.
You gotta save it. Save that one milk now.
Well, I already used it 2 weeks ago. I yelled at a customer.
And that's why I could never work in retail.
No.
I technically it wasn't the client, it was the party planner that they hired that we were dealing with. But I had to shut one down, right? So she comes in, and I've dealt with party planners and party planners think they know better than the venue that they're coming into, and they try to steamroll and run everything, and right. So the one girl who was like the captain, the lead server, I was just bartending it, right? But like I had dealt with this lady via email when I was in the office helping plan the party, and I said to her, I go, Vincenzo, listen, I go, you never dealt with a party planner before. I was like, she's going to come in like a bat out of hell and try to roll right over you. I was like, stand your ground and don't let her run you over. And this, that, and the other thing. Within 10 minutes, this lady came in and almost had the girl in tears. Right? Like, that's how, crazy. So I step in and I go, Loretta? She's like, yeah. I was like, Anthony. I was like, we spoke on the phone. We were emails and Barbara's assistant, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, yeah, well, I need this moved and that, and this was not on the approved floor. I said, first of all, this was the approved floor plan. I was like, because I was the one that emailed it to you. So I was like, and then she was like, and she's like, well, blah, 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 this, that, the other thing. And then I went back. I forgot like what we were going back and forth on. And then she was about to pull the, well, I do this for a living bullshit comment, right? That they all love to pull. And I didn't even let her get to the word do. She was like, well, I was like, yeah, I know. You do this for a living. I deal with you freaking people all the time.
I deal with you people for a living.
Right. I was like, and I just heard her jaw dropped and everything. I was like, listen, I was like, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. And then Vincenzo finally like stepped in and was like, the way you're talking to us and everything, if we got to work together for like the next 4 hours, this isn't going to work. And you need to cut your shit and stuff. So finally, like, she came over and apologized to everybody a little later on. But like I even said, I go, I was like, the owner's here. I was like, but he agrees with me. And you're more than welcome to talk to. You're more than welcome to talk to Barbara when she gets in. I was like, otherwise, this is how it's gonna go.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to work for a venue, and we had a promoter come in once doing a show. And he wanted to put pyro on the stage in these one locations. And we're like, dude, pyro locations are marked clearly on the stage. Don't deviate from that. Like, well, I need this pyro over here. And I'm like, well, you can explain that to the fire marshal when the fire marshal shows up, and you'll be the one fucking getting the ticket, because I'm not fucking taking the fucking blame for you moving your fucking pyro off the mark.
Right. Yeah. Unless you want those curtains to go up in flames, or you
ever heard of a band called Great White?
Yeah.
Rammstein.
Yeah.
They set their stage on fire a few times.
At work.
There was
Metallica.
It was Great White up in Canada. They burned a club to the ground.
No, it wasn't Canada.
It was.
It was on the East Coast.
Damn, Max. Go right over there.
I'm gonna make that my ringtone.
Go ahead.
Specifically for him, right?
Yeah.
You could clip that cough for tote time.
I know, right?
Yeah,
I should for another intro.
Yeah,
the Station nightclub in West Warwick, Rhode Island, Doc.
Okay, all right, you're right. I'm wrong. See how that works. However, they burned a club down.
Yeah, they did.
Didn't they kill a bunch of people too?
Well, they didn't kill a bunch of people.
Murderers.
The venue actually had the back doors chained and locked.
No, combination of two. They worked together.
So nobody could get out.
Premeditated.
Carol, you cannot make defamatory statements on my stream.
What? That sounds premeditated.
That's
what?
That's the defamatory part.
She did not say it is.
Do me a favor. Shut the fuck up.
I'm an internet lawyer.
And how many cases have you won?
All of them.
Yeah.
Carol wins always.
This is what happens when you give her pot, you see? These deluded fantasies of hers.
Carol needs her own errors and omissions of fucking insurance policy.
Carol will go for weeks and not talk to anybody.
Uh-huh.
And then she comes out on a stream and does everything in the world to get you struck, burned down, sued. You know, it's just what she does.
At least not a boring life, then.
This is why we don't let her out of the basement that much.
You're going to prison.
I thought it was a dungeon.
No, it's a basement.
Dungeon basement.
I mean, there are bars on the windows.
Yeah, I can't.
Yes, we know.
So,
now, in fairness to myself, after the tornado hit, we're going to have to at some point rebuild this house. The foundation got rocked.
Ooh.
So I got to dig in a basement. I got to have a place to go if a big old tornado comes through here again, because that was rough.
NEM.
Yeah, I almost went to Oz.
Oh, come on, Doc. What has it been, like 60 years since there was a tornado in fucking where you were?
We got hit in January.
Yeah, I know, but like before then, how long had it been before a tornado had come through?
2 years before that, one went right over the house.
But
yeah, I have a question. If the foundation, like, the tornado hit, the foundation got hit and everything like that. If Carol's up here, who's holding up the support beams for the house?
She's not actually up here. I'm just letting her,
He turned on the Wi-Fi signal.
Just gave her the Wi-Fi.
Down to the dungeon.
All right, I gotta jump off. I gotta go run to the store.
Whatever.
I just wanted to come on and show the cover.
And I appreciate it. Hit me up later on, and I'll see you on the slums tonight.
Yeah,
you got it. I'll see you guys tonight.
Wait, is there going to be Scribbattle?
Yes.
I don't know.
Okay.
I was told yes.
Situation.
I thought that was Dillard's game.
Yeah. I have to check the green room, but the last thing I think he said in there was he might host it but not participate.
Okay.
I don't know. Like I'm not going to get into all that. I don't know what he's talked about publicly or whatever, but yeah. Right. So but it was still up in the air. Like he didn't like say, okay, it's on. So,
can I get the list?
So
no,
we're doing
what?
There's no list.
I had the list last time and I didn't use it.
There's no list. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't even know what the topic would be.
All right. So
all right,
Anthony,
bye.
thanks for popping in, brother, and I'll holler at you later on.
All right.
And it's time to wrap this one up, boys and girls. So I want to thank Tanner, my co-host, as always. Max, frequent guest. Glad to have you, sir. Devil's Air, first time appearance. Glad to have you. Carol, I'll never let you out of the basement again. Pops, good to see you. Chat, you guys rock.
Look, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm tired of talking to you.
And don't think it hasn't been a little slice of heaven, because it hasn't.
Well, what do you know? I finally got the last word.
Good night, everybody!
Quitting time! Quitting time!
Get me out of here!